you're Mary?
Halukiewicz.
You're the one from the family.
Halukiewicz.
Jak szybko mijają chwile, jak szybko płynie czas, jak szybko mijają chwile, jak szybko płynie czas. Za rok, za dzień, za chwilę razem nie będzie nas. Za rok, za dzień, za chwilę razem nie będzie nas.
When you were little?
When I was little, I had a diaper on.
Not that little.
Well, I can't remember, Mary.
When you were growing up on the farm.
Yeah, well, we had to work hard. We had to milk cows, we had to weed potatoes, we had to pick beans, and pick corn, and all that jazz. We had to work hard, but we were all healthy. All we had was the measles and chicken pox, the whole family. And look at how sick everybody is nowadays.
I know.
Got all these diseases and everything, and we didn't. We were happy too. There was a whole bunch of us. We used to fight, with cats and dogs probably, at times, but most of the time we got along pretty well. And I don't know, we had to walk to school, over a mile we had to walk to school. And Dad would take us down in the wintertime. It was awful snowy on the big sleigh and the horses, 2 horses in the big sleigh. We'd sit on there and he'd take us to school. And I don't know what else.
You said you didn't wear shoes
from April till October. It was warm in the summertime, so we ran around barefoot. Then in the morning we had to go get the cows, so when they took a poop, we used to put our toes, keep our toes warm. I forgot that I should do. Clara and I were out there in the pasture getting the cows. That's no baloney. And I don't know what all else. Like any other farm. Wheat, potatoes.
You had the hay in?
Yeah, oh yeah. We had the hay and Dad was on one side and Ed on the other and I was in the load. And I had to drag it over and put it down, load the load up. And one day Ed put it too close and I stepped on it and tightened it and down I went. And Dad gave Eddie heck, hollered at him. I felt bad, but there was nothing I could do with it.
Was it loose hay or bale?
Yeah, loose hay. You know, he put the pitchfork in, they pitched it on, and I'd have to pull it over, you know, work it like this table on both sides. And so it would stay. And then you get a big load at it. And then they take it in the barn, and they had one of these big forks that stuck in there, and the horse would pull on the rope like that and get it up the mound, and you had to shut it, take the thing, and it fell in the mound. And then they pushed it with the forks, hand forks, Dad. I was in the mound with Dad for a long time too, and he finally wised up and he put me on the wagon and put Ed up in there. And that's true. And I don't know. I was all right.
Didn't you say you used to go skiing on barrel slats or something?
No, Eddie had a pair of these skis. I don't know about that. Maybe we did when we were young. I don't remember. But Eddie had a pair of regular skis, but they weren't very long, you know. Like you could, but it had the hook. You had the hooks here, you know, or hooks or whatever.
Poles.
Poles. And I started out on the pasture down a little ways, and I got so I could go down without falling, and then it was pretty good. Then I went behind the house, behind the barn. There was a big lot down there, and it had been crusted over, had like sleet, something like that. And I started way up on that hill, and geez, I went skiing down way up to the hill there. You know where you used to go over the hill before you got to the way up there before I stopped. I got so it was real good. And then after, I can't do it now. I was home. I was by myself then. I guess that's the way the rest of the kids were in school. And Mom was always mending or something. She was always working with her hands. Used to make the feather tick Stirford beds and all this. Them were the good old days. I don't know what else.
Tell me what your mother was like.
What was my mother like?
Yeah, like what kind of personality did she have?
She had a pretty good personality, I think. She never hollered at us too much, unless we start fighting together. And then she'd say, "You stop that or you're going to," she'd talk in Polish, so I can't say it. "You get it over your thing." She'd holler at us once in a while. But most of the time, she was really nice. You know?
So she mostly just worked all the time?
Yeah, she did. My mother was a hard worker. She worked out in the field. We had to pick cucumbers and had to pick string beans and we had to pick corn when it was ready and all that jazz. And Dad would take it down to the factory in Tabor. And I don't know, we had to hoe the potatoes, weed them and hoe them. And there was always something to do. You know, on a farm there's always lots to do. And I don't know, we grew up. We're all healthy.
So you went to school up to 7th grade, right?
Yep.
And then why did you stop?
Because I was working home. I had to work home.
And then,
I didn't like school anyway.
no?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, but I was too dumb for it, I guess. Fran was over, she stayed in Camden with, what the heck was them? Belle Yeager. She was a big woman, huge woman. And she had all these chores for her to do when it was time for her to go to school. And she had to walk. So, in fact, Frances just mentioned that here a little while ago, last year or so. She said she worked like heck and she got all that thing done and she took right off and she went to school. She wanted her to be late so she'd get heck, you know. She wanted her to stay there and keep, because she had a bunch of kids who I guess all work. So Fran stayed there. And Clara stayed with Helen the side when she went to school. She used to take the bus, must be the bus from there, I guess, I don't know.
So in Camden, you mean? Because your school only went up to 7th grade?
8th grade, I think.
8th grade?
Yeah.
And then you had to go to Camden if you wanted to go
Yeah,
higher?
but they didn't have buses or anything then.
Right.
No.
Choć przyjdą na nas chwile pełne smutku i żal, ponieważ kochamy się mile, we don't mind it at all. Wszystkie ludzie, co wiedzą, mówiąc o nas powiedzą, they travel along, singing a song, side by side. Choć przyjdą na nas chwile pełne smutku i żal, ponieważ kochamy się mile, we don't mind it at all. Wszystkie ludzie, co wiedzą, mówiąc o nas powiedzą, they travel along, singing a song, side by side. Bartender, daj więcej nam piwa, widzi, że nie jestem sam. Muzyka niech nam przygrywa, bo pejdę w kieszeni mam. Pij, 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 bracie, pij i zawsze wesoło żyj. Pij, 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 bracie, pij, gdy w żyłach masz trochę krwi. Smutki, troski odejdą ci wstecz, najzdrowszy w życiu jest śmiech. Pij, drogi brat,